Hamish's continuing association with our university and our students is highly valued as we engage with our graduates in the wider world of contemporary art in a global marketplace, and as we encourage students to see the continuum between creativity, culture and a rewarding career. To conclude, Hamish Fulton is acclaimed not only for his creativity and originality, but also for his integrity as a person. Hamish's work is hugely valued and highly regarded by artists and art professionals. And to describe Hamish as one of the most compelling artists ever to walk the earth would be an apt and fitting description. It gives me great pleasure, Chancellor, to present to you, for the honorary doctorate of Norwich University of the Arts, Hamish Fulton.
My Lord Mayor, Church Lady, Chancellor, Chairman, distinguished guests, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, graduates. That sounds so good. Graduates. I'd like to conclude our ceremony today with just some reflections on the significance of graduation for us and the context of our university. As I think we've already seen, graduation is a very special day for the whole community. It's an opportunity to bring us all together, to celebrate the achievements of students as they graduate and wear for the very first time the colours of the university. As our graduates cross the stage, it is literally a rite of passage as they leave us to begin the next stage of their lives and careers. And today is, of course, the more special. This is our first graduation as Norwich University of the Arts, and the first where we're joined by our Chancellor, John Hurt, whom I extend a very warm welcome and express collective thanks that John has joined us, and personal thanks that he flew back from Hungary on Sunday and flies back to Hungary tomorrow, and especially come to see us. We're very grateful. Apparently the king of Thrace in Hercules. I'm not sure whether the costume today is better or worse than the king of Thrace, but we're delighted to be with us. And I also welcome to this ceremony Nigel Carrington, Nigel Vice Chancellor of the University of the Arts, London, whose university approved us to award the doctoral awards, which were presented earlier in this ceremony. In celebrating the student achievements today, I have a real pride. We've seen this year some exceptional work in degree shows, as well as considerable success in national competitions. And so I have real pleasure inviting you to have one final opportunity for collective applause to celebrate the achievements of 2013 graduates. In this applause, can I ask you to also include the academic and professional community seated alongside and behind me today. Their hard work with the students has contributed significantly to the collective achievements. And offer this applause generously. Let's not be restrained, because students have met some significant challenges. They've overcome a difficult financial climate, and they've produced an extraordinary range of creative work, and the achievements are not to be underestimated. I'd be grateful if all guests would now join me in acknowledging student achievements with our applause. responsive audience, I have to say. I'd also like to thank, on behalf of the university, those individuals and organisations from whom we've received support in the past year, including those who've given us donations, businesses who've worked with us with our Ideas Factory, and individuals and companies who've supported our students through the nation's sponsorship or prizes. Sponsors and donors and the recipients of individual prizes are recorded in our programme today with our gratitude. We've already heard from our Chancellor about the success of our students. Of course, this is in direct relationship with the contribution and the quality of teaching and research of the academic community in which they work. This work helps keep us nationally and internationally known. I'd like just to give some samples of the work of staff who've been working with these students this year. Carl Rowe from Fine Art, exhibited in Berlin. A lot of these, actually, warning. At the Arts Laboratory in Berlin, Catherine Baker concluded her doctoral study and worked at Bristol. Jenny Dunphy had exhibitions in London, Sheffield and Berlin. She's also had work at Tate Modern, as did Kimberly Foster. Kimberly also exhibited in Leicester and London. Also internationally, Sarah Horton presented work in Belgium, and Dr. Filakowski, Dr. Filakowski spoke at conferences in Boston and Bucharest. Also internationally, Professor Linda Morris has this year presented her Picasso work in Palestine and New York, whilst our senior research professor, Marcia Quentin, was visiting professor at the Australian National University School of Art in Canberra. She lectured at the University of Sydney and the Powerhouse Design Museum, and her book on portrayal identity, supported by the Paul Mellon Centre, was published this year. And as you heard earlier, textile staff have been actively engaged in a range of external projects, and our success at the Bradford Textiles Prize this year was extraordinary. It's been a very rich year for staff and students, and thank you. Amidst this celebration, it is important to recognise that graduates in this rite of passage are looking to gain employment and forge a career, and these are challenges I would not wish to minimise. I am simply reassured that at this university we have long understood that degrees must be intellectually demanding, challenge orthodoxy, offer new ideas, but at the same time not be ashamed to be vocationally relevant and aligned with the creative industries in which our graduates aspire to work and eventually to lead. That is why the curriculum here stresses creativity and originality, as well as employability. The important part of this is the Ideas Factory, which is our link and liaison with businesses, which set creative briefs for our students to work on in real time. This gives them a little extra thing to add to the curriculum vitae to make them stand out from the crowd. This year, our students have worked with major companies including Archant, the BBC, Break, Crawford Consulting, the Craft Brewing Company, Personal Homes, Vandal Shoes, Sony Music, and several more. But of course, it is about the students. The test for the university is the quality of the student work, and the shows are the public demonstration of this quality. Unlike some university subjects, our assessments are not discrete examinations whose public display is confined to the passes. The exhibitions we mount are often the broad public domain, where all work is equally exposed. Moreover, this openness extends out from Norwich to participation in national and international settings. This year, staff and students have visited major cities in the world as part of their work. And when the final shows close today, our creative input over the past year will have been seen by over 100,000 people, including in Norwich for the Bishop's Art Prize and the Bradford Textiles Society. And all of this reminds me that the talent and skills of today's graduates are not just, of course, for our personal celebration, important though that is, but for national celebration. because for our country, these graduates are essential to our economic future. It is a generation that walks across this platform, and others like them elsewhere, upon whom our country will depend. Looking ahead, the university is already full for entry for UK students for this September. We've had a tenfold increase in applications. So we do look to our collective futures with optimism, cautiously. But to remain popular and of high quality, we must continue to upgrade the resources, employ the brightest and best staff and researchers, and to ensure that our work retains a global dimension. We must ensure a university with creative energy, one that has the excitement to inspire students, nurture their creativity, and enhance their employability. The alumni today are an influential element in this future, and today's graduates add to their number. We invite your active contribution to the development of our university in the future. I do this because it's the wish of the Chancellor, staff, governors, and myself that Norwich will become the best specialist university in Europe in which to study our subjects. We shall set high standards and have great ambition. The graduating students here today are our ambassadors in this project, and we are very proud of them. Thank you.